Well, it is a new month, and that means it's time for another edition of 605 Magazine. Joining me today to tell us more about it is Ilana Snyder with 605 Magazine. Thanks for being here.
Hello, glad to be here.
All right, I'm excited to hear about this issue. What can people expect?
It's September, as we all know from the long weekend. And this is our home and design issue. So we show design in different ways. One of the first ones that we featured was really exciting. It is the Cava Rose Brew House, and that's in Beersford, which honestly, after I saw this feature, I want to go there more often. So this couple, Michaela and Carson Johnson, they are a couple that they were off and on kind of in high school and in college. He went to LA, she stayed in Sioux Falls and went to USF and worked at coffee houses. And then they came together. Clearly they're doing great because they made a child. They took their experiences they had, because he was working in the service industry too, and they combined their forces to open up this coffee house. What's really neat about it is they took this historical building and completely stripped it with the help of their family and kept the original floors, kept the tile ceilings, the brick in there. It's so cool, and their decor is awesome. And on top of that, Carson makes everything from scratch. So the food there is amazing. It's so good that they actually started doing kind of catering for smaller events. So to keep that in mind. But yeah, it's a great stop, whether you're on the interstate traveling or in the area. I was not at that shoot, and when I saw those photos, I was so mad.
Jealous.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
Yum.
So yeah, that was amazing. We then went across the state to Deadwood, and this place was fantastic. So this is Julie and Tom Koth. They were entrepreneurs. They wanted to slow down. She had I think she said she started really small with her clothing business, but then this awesome building on Main Street in Deadwood opened up. And so she told her husband, hey, this is for sale. They swooped it up, and then they did not slow down. They actually then opened Madame Peacock's Beer and Bling. It's called Beer and Bling because it's primarily this awesome women's store. They have a hat bar where you can pick out all these awesome Western hats. I would definitely go there too for country concerts. Their outfits are outstanding. They have amazing kind of Western wear. The most random part about it though that I love, it's dog friendly. Yeah. So the cool part about it is there was a bar in it, because it used to be a bar. And so I guess the husband, Tom, is obsessed with Schlitz. He's probably one of the only in the world. And so he began by he's known for liking Schlitz, and his friend traded him for a vintage Schlitz cooler, which is I guess worth a couple $100. Oh. And he was like, hey, I'll give you this. I know you like Schlitz if you'll give me a lifetime of beer of Schlitz. And he's like, sure. And then everyone it's one of those things where then everyone started giving him old vintage Schlitz stuff. Yeah. So now it's essentially a Schlitz museum behind the bar.
I love it.
And it's so funny because they actually have custom t-shirts because Schlitz loves them. They're one of the biggest distributors, I think, of Schlitz. And so they let them actually make Schlitz shirts that has a quote that everyone says when they have a sip, and it says, Schlitz, it's not that bad. Because I love that. So they have that there. It's a really fun place, and they're a great couple. But and then we have Shortgrass Resort, which is in Spearfish, and it is amazing. So Jared Kapp, who goes by Cappy, he's actually on the Magnolia Network and has a show there called Building Outside the Lines. And so he's obviously very talented. He's been on HGTV too as well. So what they wanted to do was to do really a luxury resort and have that kind of version in the Northern Hills. So this has you can get private massages, you can have yoga. That guy is a really expert mixologist. What's really cool about it is they have these awesome glamping tents that they brought in from the Netherlands. I mean, this is fancy. Each one has a king-size bed. I got to tour it. They actually have a Japanese toilet, which I've actually never seen. It opens and greets you. It's fantastic. I don't want to go back. And it has a bidet. It's very fancy.
Wow.
But there's only 8 of them. So it's very secluded. It's adults only. So they want it to be very quiet and calm. There's a little river or spring that you can ride tubes down. You can sign up and do really private tours or do a lot of river activities. You can actually sign up to do chores with Cappy, since he's famous from Magnolia. And this is just the beginning. They're going to grow. They have Meander, this custom, this amazing executive chef is there.
Yeah.
And the price, it's kind of spendy, but it's a very glamorous resort. and the price comes with a really nice dinner, or if you stay more nights, it comes with all your meals.
Wow.
So it's really a great deal.
Yeah,
And then you can
that's
go
amazing.
explore and do whatever you want. So
Yeah. Wow. So a lot
It's
in
very
this,
impressive.
this edition this year.
Yes,
cool
a lot of
things to
different
check
design
out.
in different
Yes.
ways.
If people want to find it, how can they find it?
We are all distributed all over the state
All
now.
over. Awesome.
And 605magazine.com.
Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you. And I hope you had a great Labor Day.
Oh, I did. It was fun. I was in Duluth, so I
Oh,
could talk.
nice.
I could
Oh
have,
my gosh.
taken a lot of pictures and a whole edition, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Stick around. We have more after the break.